If you ask a normal person how new AI models are made, they will tell you about training. They picture massive warehouses full of NVIDIA GPUs burning millions of dollars in electricity to teach a neural network from scratch. And for a long time that was true. Training AI is kind of a billionaire's game. But open source hackers don't have this much money, so they stopped training models. Instead, they started breeding them. Now, I know it sounds like a sci-fi horror stuff, but it is very much mathematically real process called evolutionary model merging. To understand how it works, you have to realize that a large language model is not a brain. You have two different models. Let's just say one is good at writing Python code and other one is a genius at speaking Japanese. You don't need to train a brand new model that can do both. You can literally just take one mathematics of Python model, overlay into the Japanese model, and average their numbers together, and you splice their layers together like a digital DNA. But this is a massive problem that LLMs have billions of parameters and dozens of neural layers. If a human engineer even tries to manually guess which layer of Python code can merge which layer with Japanese, the result is almost like a lobotomized broken AI that cannot do either of the tasks, and math is too complex for a human to splice manually. So there's this lab called Sakana AI which has asked a very interesting question. If you remove the human entirely and let the model reproduce using natural selection, and they built an evolutionary algorithm, and this is how the program works. First, you take three foundational models. These are the parents. You use an algorithm to violently and randomly smash their layers and weights together, creating over 100 mutant offsprings model. Next, you force these mutant children to take an intelligence test. You evaluate them on math, coding a language. Because the merging was random, 95% of these children will be absolute garbage and they are immediately deleted. But the algorithm finds the top 5 smartest kids and it saves them. It deletes the pattern, then it forces the 5 surviving children to merge with each other, creating a second generation of hundreds of new mutants. This process repeats, generate test, executes weak, and breed the strong. Over hundreds of generations, the algorithm mathematically maps out the perfect genetic combination of neural layer. Now, the final result, Sakana AI created a state-of-the-art Japanese math model that completely destroyed the human-made hybrid model, and it cost exactly $0 in training time. And now today anyone can do this with your laptop using an open source tool called MergeKit. You're not a machine learning engineers anymore, I feel. But yeah, I think this is a very interesting, cool concept which I wanted to talk about personally on this video. Let me know how and where I could be wrong, and let's just discuss in comments.